Samuel, do you want to introduce
Okay.
and introduce the mentors? Right, but Victor, does the interpretation work now or no?
Yo, I could hear you. It was working. I feel like I could
Okay.
hear. I could hear. Yeah.
So we admit everyone.
Um,
Recording has started before we start.
yeah, maybe. So Celestine, have you been able to record are you able to record the meeting? Celestine?
Yes, I have just started. Yes, I have just started.
Yeah, so don't leave the French channel kindly. Just remain in the French channel.
Okay, I will stay with the French channel.
Okay, then. Samuel, I think I'm admitting people, then we can begin. I see already the two people who are supposed to present are already here, and some of our mentors are already here. I can see Emmanuel and Kasahun. So we begin the meeting.
Yeah, okay. Just I don't know how much you heard of that, but it doesn't sound like Sol Novello has the sound. So we're gonna start with Joseph.
Okay.
Great.
Hi, hello everyone.
Good. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for yet another exciting session where we deep dive on mentorship with amazing companies, all of them francophone. So today we are actually going to hear them speak in French, but interpretation is actually working. So if you click the globe feature down on your screen, you should be able to select the language that you are comfortable, and I'm sure you'd be able to follow the the presentation very well. So thank you. We continue with the mentorship. We are almost at the tail end with a few companies remaining. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the mentors who do find time every day to join us, more specifically to be able to share the experience and expertise with restoration enterprises who are here. Thank you for finding time as well to fill in the feedback form. They're very useful. And we are inviting the enterprises to check their forms. This has actually been shared with us. If you're not able to access, feel free to reach out to any one of us. Otherwise, thank you so much. I think we could start, and maybe let's just check and recognize the mentors who have joined us. So if you're a mentor, feel free to unmute, introduce yourself, and then after that, I'm going to hand over to Will, who is going to take us through the presentation and also support to the enterprises. So mentors who are here, it will be good to recognize you. So we'll take a few minutes to do that. Yeah, should we start with you, Saverio, now that I can see you on my screen?
Yeah, hi,
Okay.
Samuel. Hi to all the people joining today. Yes, I'm Saverio Danupio, Industrial Biotechnology, Sustainable Solutions developer. And yeah, I'm delighted to be part of the mentors group and I'm looking forward to see what will be the presentation of today with our young entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Good. Thank you so much, Saverio. Happy to have you here. I think we have Emmanuel Mure and Kasahun. Maybe we could start with Emmanuel.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Emmanuel from India, and I have been working in the agri space for several years, for 25 plus years, and I have a mentor to many startups in India and in other countries as well. And I also lead an equity fund that is investing in early stage agri startups. Pleasure being here.
Good. Pleasure having you here, Emmanuel. Thanks so much for your time. Kasahun?
Okay, thank you. I'm Kasahun. I'm based in Ethiopia. Currently, I'm managing a nature-based solution project in Ethiopia and Kenya. In my previous role, I have worked with a lot of local NGOs in forest management, community livelihoods, agriculture, and food security. Pleasure to meet you all. I'm here to learn from your experience and also share some of my experience for the entrepreneurs. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kasahun. Happy to have you here. Sarah, is it Sarah?
Samuel Sarah is works with me at Barca.
Okay. Good. Mariam, I want to believe Mariam is joining now. Am I missing any other mentor? Mariam, we are introducing mentors, so maybe you could take this opportunity to introduce yourself. Mariam? Yeah, okay. Will, maybe I can hand over to you. Now that I see my screen will be updating in 9 minutes. Yeah, take over. Feel free to show us the mentees. Thank you.
Ok. Merci Samuel, merci Victor, merci l'équipe de WVRI et tous les mentors qui nous rejoignent.
Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Victor. Thank you to all the team that have gathered here today to meet us. There is English interpretation. Just click down.
Option in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. If you want to listen today in English, click on interpretation and click English. Otherwise, you will not get the interpretation. Ok, nous avons deux entrepreneurs aujourd'hui, deux entrepreneurs français, francophones.
So today we're going to have two French entrepreneurs who are going to present their pitch and their enterprise and even the story of their enterprises. So we're going to start with Joseph. Joseph, I'm going to give you the floor just immediately. Thank you very much.
C'est encore Joseph Kibange.
Thank you very much. I'm Joseph Kibange. I am Joseph Kibange. I hope my voice is clear enough. Thank you very much. It's an honor for me to share today with you. I don't know, can I share my screen? Can I share my pitch? Can I share my pitch? Yes, of course you can. Go on. Okay. Well,
C'est là. Merci, c'est parfait.
it may take a while. Okay, it's perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to start. Yeah, this is the logo of the SCITRA company. Please bear with me. Okay, problem. At the level of the problem here, we notice that in the South Kivu communities, there are major environmental challenges, among which massive deforestation leading to land degradation, and there is also a lack of sustainable energy sources that an equally inefficient waste management that causes pollution. You can see the pictures. Trees were cut down and they started producing charcoal out of the wood. And when immediately these grounds are they've lost their grades and their value, it's difficult to cultivate. So we have a solution that we have proposed, and one of these propositions are land restoration by planting trees. However, we said it may not be enough, so we had to create another solution that will help so that to recover the waste of organic coal. So we have actually transformed agricultural waste into ecological and manufacturing stoves. so that it can be transformed into kitchen usage tools. All of that help us to reduce the cutting down of trees in the forest. Our clients and markets presently is found, our target market is concentrated in the southern part of the province of the South Kivu and in the Kalimi in the province of Tanganyika. So we have more than 100,000 households who buy goods from us. We equally have more than 1,000 farmers in all the towns of Baraka. We equally have 1,000 local businesses and farmers organizations who need our services and our products. In terms of opportunity, the growth opportunity is the opportunities from growth and renewable market expansion it's found in this area. So now we're going to talk about competitors. As you see here, we have several competitors. After data collected from the field, we have Mwanko, we have NFE, equal we have Copia Macal. Here at the level of a designation, the number of we have 13 employees. Meanwhile, with Mwamiko, they have not yet recruited even one employee. With NFI, they have more than 20 employees. Meanwhile, Copia has no employee. They too haven't recruited yet. In terms of waste recycling, we recycle waste. Meanwhile, all our competitors do not recycle waste. In terms of tree planting, we recycle waste. Meanwhile, Mamiko doesn't. Copia doesn't recycle waste. Where to buy? We have selling points. Mamiko have no selling points. Nabaya equally has some. Nabaya has some selling points. We have in terms of website, we have a website that permits us to, be visible all around everywhere. Mwamiko has no website. NFI has a website. Copia equally doesn't have a website. Our particularity or peculiarity, in terms of peculiarity, the advantages, we have our competitive advantages that we have an environment impact, we have innovative technology, we have a community involvement, and we have the development of new products. We are now trying to work on, producing some products that are going to end the usage of wood to make charcoal. As our team here, we have a team of 7 people. I am Joseph Kivien Biangi. I have a degree in geology and mining exploration. I'm expert in biotechnology and biosafety. We equally have Matando Lea. He has an advanced level in finance and banking. We have Rebecca Lambert. She's a director of she's in charge of communication. She has an advanced level in marketing. We equally have Chima Rajab, who is an expert in logistics and logistic expert. We have Leonard. He's in charge of everything that has to do with agriculture. We have the accountant Shapata. She has a degree in accounting, and the other one is in charge of logistics. As you can see this slide here, we're talking about finances. We started in 2021 with a capital of about $11,000, and it kept increasing, and presently in 2023, we ended the year with a turnover of $81,000, and presently in 2024, we envisage to get to $106,000 as turnover. And in terms of clients, today we have more than today we have more than 240 customers. So more than 240 clients who come, who buy our goods. So these are faithful clients. Business model. In terms of our talking about our business model, SCITRA recycles ecological waste and coal paving stones for SCITRA gorilla stoves, planting shrubs. So we target farmers, companies, and NGOs. Our revenue come from sales of our products and services, our partnership and subsidies. Growth strategy. With SCITRA, we envisage to expand our geographical presence, diversify its eco-friendly products, and we equally want to strengthen tree planting and its brand, optimize operations, and accentuate its sustainability initiative. So these actions are going to aim to increase the company's sales reach, innovation, and environmental commitment. Value proposition. So we supply eco-friendly charcoal. I didn't add any other thing over there. And this is economical and sustainable. And they can cook cleaner and benefit from a sustainable alternative energy source. In terms of impact, our impact on the field is resumed in these three levels. At the level of catering, we started planting trees, I think it was in 2017, and until today. By today we've already planted over 200,000 trees that are planted and growing on an area of over 22 acres restored. In terms of recycling, we've already recycled more than 800 tons of waste that are recycled into finished products. So we have ecological charcoal, organic fertilizers, and ecological paving stones. In terms of economic impact, we've created a lot of jobs. So 17 full-time and 10 part-time jobs. Opportunities. Faced with the challenges of climatic change that the current plan is currently facing, there is a construction of the national roads, and after construction, we will need trees around the road. So when they will need trees around the road, they're going to call enterprise that need to have that deal with the planting of trees, and we are the favorite enterprises because we already master the streets and the road. The protection of the hillsides over the town of Uvira. So from erosion and strong market demand. So our town Uvira is a town that is at the foot of the mountain, and all mountains over there are undergoing erosion, and everyone needs trees to serve as barrier against erosion. It is a strength right now, because given that we are in a rainy season, many people are regretting why they don't have trees around them to avoid this erosion. So in terms of our need, we need $245,000 that are going to help in the reinforcement and processing of machines. And we're going to reinforce our machines to transform plastic waste into ecological coal. We need labor force equally $71,000, and site expansion and construction. We want to build sites that we already have, be representable websites on places where plants could be planted. We want to invest $45,000 there. Then we have the development of new services as ecological stove. We want to develop those services. It's going to be a product that is going to bring a lot of more a lot more of a lot more interest, a lot more benefits. We need $24,000 that we're going to invest in marketing and sales so as to easily sell products and even increase our turnover. Next step. The next steps in this SCITRA enterprise is resuming the following steps. We have to want to expand our activities in the Republic of Congo, even out, why not out of the country, Burundi, because Burundi is affected by erosion. Development of new products, notably the manufacture of the SCITRA for Gorilla Stove. It's a product that we really want to develop and build because it's going to end the usage. It's going to stop and limit the usage of other kinds of charcoal. We equally want to transform agricultural products into green charcoal. We want to plant trees on an area of more than 100 hectares by the end of 2030. So that is what I had to say. I thank you. I was Joseph Kibanki Mihali, the CEO and co-founder of the Congolese Enterprise for Innovation. Thank you, Joseph. I am the one thanking you because it was very, very well presented. Thank you for having presented your enterprise. For me, it was very well done and it was very clear. Yeah, it was so wonderful. Before moving on with the mentors, I have some things I want to underline because it was well done, overall. So the slide of your competitors, it was well done because it shows exactly at what level you are in the market, the number of employees you've already, offered. Equally, I appreciated the opportunity that was very, very well specified because you noted down you mentioned the two roads that were built and the need for the trees to be built around the road. So I think in terms of opportunity, it's very concrete. Equally, however, I have a question because I noted you said you have more than 240 clients this year already. You said you have about 240 clients already, right? Yes, presently we have 240 clients. Well, when we talk about clients, we're talking about faithful clients. Okay. However, what kind of clients are they? Are they enterprises? Are they companies? Are they NGOs? Are they individuals? Thank you very much. Among the 240 clients that we have individuals. We equally have peasant organizations who come to buy trees and organic fertilizers from us. We equally have households. So those are the 240 faithful clients that buy in high quantity from us. My last point is next time it's going to be very interesting to detail who these clients are, what's the percentage of the individual clients and the NGOs, the agricultural organization, and why not also interpreters, so in enterprises. So it's important to mention the percentage of each kind of client. So thank you very much. I'm going to take that into consideration next time. Okay, I'm going to give the floor to the mentors.
Opening it up to questions or comments from any of the mentors who are with us today, please feel free to raise your hand or just unmute yourself and share your thoughts, questions, or comments with us. Gaston, go right ahead.
Okay. First of all, I just want to appreciate the presenter, even though I'm not a French speaker and I didn't hear most of the direct presentation, and from the translation, what I hear, the general presentation is nice from my perspective. Especially the introduction of the problem is well presented during the presentation. The other is the competitive advantage part. They put a lot of amazing points here. For example, competitors have no website, they have website, the methodology of recycling, the selling point, and a lot of things related to this. And also the graph that shows the growth in revenue and the client or the customer is nice. For me, the other also the business model on the value creation and value addition, they did a lot of good thing. One thing I just want to raise is I didn't see any customer segmentation. They put generally the client, there is no segmentation. So if they have no any segmentation, how they are going to fulfill the need of a particular customer? Because customer need is important for this business, I think, because segmentation is also important. The other thing is on the risk factor, I didn't hear maybe the mitigation mechanisms for various risks related with environment and other things. I didn't see any mitigation mechanism. So maybe because I didn't hear it. So if they address this, it will be good presentation really. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great. Thanks very much. And I'll just say that that was the last question I asked him. So I'm not sure that got picked up in the interpretation about the segmentation of the clients, but it's a great point to bring up. So thank you. Joseph, c'était clair ces questions, ces comment, ces commentaires? Joseph, vous êtes toujours là?
Joseph?
J'ai un problème de connexion, s'il vous plaît.
I have a problem with my network, please.
Je ne vous vois pas sur votre écran. Voilà, sur mon écran. Ok, vous êtes là. Vous m'entendez bien maintenant?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Samuel Victor, is it me or is it on his end?
Samuel, est-ce qu'il est...
Guys, Samuel and Victor, are you hearing me? Is it on my end or is it?
No, we
Cassian,
can hear you
okay.
clearly.
Right, we can't hear.
Okay, thank you. I see the thumbs up. Thanks. Okay, in that case, Joseph, j'espère que même si peut-être votre micro n'allume pas, que
Joseph, I hope that if your mic is not working, you can hear us, and now we can continue with Mariam. Mariam, please.
je pense qu'on
Mariam, I can't hear you. Yeah, no. Okay, so I wish to thank Joseph for his presentation. It was dynamic. I simply noted some points. Figures. I didn't see figures. How does the market is as far as figures is concerned, and regarding segmentation, what is the part of clients of customer is having. The other point is the products. Which product is he putting in front? But I didn't see a list of some products. the real cost, the real how much does that cost monthly. And also regarding impact, I saw he talked very much about impact. But if he can tell us about how much he's earning every month and which service is he putting ahead, and concerning the financing, how much does that finance, and if it's a loan, what is the capacity of refunding that money back? And I think that's all I had.
Parfait. Merci, Mariam.
Thank you, Miriam.
Joseph, allez-y.
Joseph, you have the floor. Thank you very much. Or she asks many questions, but I will try to. Okay, regarding customers, I couldn't segment each client considering figures, so I grouped everything, but I hope that there is one thing that I will jot, and the main product that we are having, we have two main products: charcoal, friendly environmental charcoal, and also the fertilizer. And at the third position, we also have the cooker that is already in the market, and people are asking that product a lot. Okay, regarding the financing, we don't ask for help, but we ask for a loan that we are going to refund back at the end of the each year, and we are actually able to refund that at the end of the year. Now, if the person said that, okay, so you have to pay us after a month, so we can see how we can handle to refund the money after a month. But we can't generate revenues each month. I didn't hear Joseph.
Joseph is not at, we can't hear him anymore. Hey, this is Amanda. And I think that we need to keep the responses from the entrepreneur a little short as well. And this is a lesson to learn for pitching programs as well, is that your responses don't need to be too long. You need to listen more than explain yourself, because there will always be opportunities for you to learn and present again and have more conversation. So right now, this is a learning time as well. So I just want to say we have a few more mentors who want to chat, including Saverio and then myself. So we do want to keep time for everybody else. Well, I don't know. I think today we just have 2 entrepreneurs, but in general, I think we're understanding well. Saverio, would you like to go ahead?
Yes, thanks, Amanda. But if you want to say something before me, please, you go ahead.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It's fine.
So thank you so much for the presentation, Joseph. Very interesting business, and I liked how you presented it. I have just, maybe it's just, it's not only just a couple of curiosity, but I will try to be short, especially from the technical point of view, because you are talking about producing biochar and not using wood as conventional substrate, but using waste. Can you explain me better, please, what is exactly your organic matter? Like, what do you use, and do you use a pyrolysis, or what do you do exactly?
Oh, je ne sais pas si j'ai la parole pour parler.
I don't know if I have the floor. Can I speak?
Yes,
Can I
please.
speak right now?
Je demande,
Oui,
merci beaucoup.
c'est à vous, Joseph.
C'est une question totalement
Alors, this
technique.
question is highly technical, and to produce friendly environmental charcoal, we use wastes and agricultural waste. And this waste that we are using when we harvest corn, so we take we gather all the waste in the farm to further transform them into a friendly environmental charcoal. And we notice that with some time that we have a lot of waste that people have accumulated, and I don't know what is the technical term, but we also have the waste from palm nut that we use, and we carbonate them, and we also crush them into powder. We put them into a machine to produce the friendly environmental charcoal. So I don't know if I still have time to continue. Yes, the trees in our environment needs take a lot of money, because we started with planting trees, but we have noticed that to have a fence with trees, so we needed to look for an alternative measure, and that also to give that opportunity to people, so that they should not go back to forest and cut down trees. So we are putting seeds, nurseries, and after that we plant trees, and we later on sell to continue to nourish these trees till they grow. So that's that's what we do.
If I may ask some other considerations, my curiosity came from the fact that when you make something that you call biochar, and when you work with the pyrolysis, unless you work with the unique material that is wood, it becomes problematic. City administrations in Europe are trying to manage, for example, the urban organic waste, but they cannot properly process it in a way that it's eco-friendly and that doesn't generate molecules that then can be classified as a pollutant. So my question still remains like, what is exactly your substrate? Do you use a manure? Do you use fruit and veggies waste? Do you use a crops leftover? But for sure, what you say.
Permettez,
Yeah, please.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
Okay, so how do you? I didn't get the question clearly. So you talked about using manure. In which way?
I didn't get what exactly is the thing that you call
Okay.
waste and that you use.
S'il vous plaît. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup pour la question.
Thank you very much for these questions. To make this tree grows, we don't use chemical fertilizers. We use waste. When we dig a hole, and we put some waste from animals, and these organic that are produced through some elements. So we use all of them to grow the trees. So we don't use chemical, but we use organic fertilizers, and we call it SCITRA, the fertilizer.
Joseph, I think my question was not clear, but what I want to say is that when you do pyrolysis, you need exactly to know at what temperature you have to operate and what you are converting and what you want to get. If you want to get a lot of biochar, for example, you have to work around 400 degrees. If you want to get a lot of tar, this liquid that is rich in humic acid and fulvic acid and everything else, you can then dilute 1 to 50 and you can sell as a fertilizer. You should work above maybe 500 degrees. If you want to produce a lot of hydrogen and methane, then you have to work at 600 degrees. So my curiosity was what exactly you are using, because working with a blend of everything as a substrate, first of all, decrease the efficiency, and then it can give a product that can be everything and nothing. But this was just a technical curiosity, and we can let it go. Another thing that I wanted to say, it's not clear to me, what is your added value? Do you have the capacity to immediately fill the market with your productions and your competitors are not there yet? Or your charcoal is so much better, it burns, it gives double the energy, or it lasts double the time than the competitors? And this is the, let's keep it as the first question, because before it was a technical observation. And then another thing, like as a second question that I want to share with you is, you are asking for an investment, but it's not clear what will happen in your company 3 years after this investment. What will be the impact that this investment will generate? We have seen that you will do this and that, but do you have any projections of, I don't remember what was the volume of the investment, but what in terms of revenue these investments then will become? Thank you.
Oh, merci beaucoup. Je vais revenir d'abord sur les pyrolyses.
Okay, I want to come back on the pyrolysis. This is on cookers that we are manufacturing here, that we use oil, and that we use in domestic use. Regarding investment, as you asked, we asked $245,000. The money will serve to reinforce the machines, and these machines will help us to transform our environmental charcoal, so that we will be able to satisfy the demand on the market. Actually, with the means we are having, we can satisfy the demands in the market. And if we can't satisfy the demands, the market, and we have a kind of loss in the forest that will also impact the lands. I can't hear Joseph anymore.
franchement, pour des diapositives, j'ai respecté les canevas qui étaient.
Okay, if you went through my presentation, I've respected all the parts, and the growth should be numerical, and we intend to be in many cities. Can you hear Joseph? Okay, we are working in order to see how we can put in place some selling points to satisfy the customers' demands.
Okay, merci beaucoup.
Vous me captez très bien.
I want just to remind you that if today I am an investor, I want to know what is your competitive advantage, and if I give you $1, what that dollar will become in 2 or 3 years.
Ouais.
Just that. Thank you.
Okay. Actuellement, avec des calculs que nous avions.
Now, from the calculation that we have, each dollars that we invest in our society, in our company, and we can check in our document, give us $1.8, and that's for 1 year.
Okay, merci beaucoup.
J'ai compris l'autre côté.
Okay, Joseph, merci beaucoup, and thank you.
Thank you
Severio,
very much, Joseph.
Important technical questions. So I'm happy to have the discussion anyway for the whole knowledge of the group. Amanda, I think you have some questions as well.
Yeah, perfect, Joseph. So I did want to recognize some of the things that you did really well. I loved your team slide. It looks so organized. Let me see. I wrote a few more notes. Let me get back to my notes. So sorry. And I like that you put your logo on each page. So there's a lot of things to like. And I just want to maybe summarize some of the things that Saverio might have said right now. Was he was talking a lot about your product improvement. So perhaps if you have a recipe or procedure, you might be able to share it, share it with us, and we can pass it to Saverio if you would like to have his feedback. He is very knowledgeable. He is very knowledgeable on this kind of information.
Ce que je peux partager là, c'est quoi? Si je peux encore.
There might be a delay or something, not sure.
I think just missed what you wanted him to share.
Mon business plan?
No, a plan about how you make your product. So like your recipe, what goes into it, how long do you heat it, what do you heat it in? It sounds like Saverio is very, very specialized in this actually, and might be able to give you some tips for more efficient production, improving your product. And his other idea is if you could be sure in your outreach to your customers to differentiate yourself by how your product is better. Is it smoke-free? Does it take longer? Is it cheaper per week to use your product, and to use that in your advertising? So those were some key ideas for you. I put them in the notes too. And also, again, we shared this last time, but there might be a few notes for you from our Restore Forward.
C'est une recommandation que je vais prendre en compte par rapport à la publicité également. Nous n'avons pas encore
Okay. Regarding advertisements, also we intend to get into it a little bit more.
Yeah, you might want to put that in the pitch deck then as well, because it will show people who are not familiar with that. It's about what your product is. So we need to know about your product. And then just want to share with you a few slides here. So in our Restore Forward, I will put the link in
Merci
your
beaucoup.
notes and also put the link in the chat box. Do you come to our 12-slide pitch? And we have here, we have some presentations for you. We have the templates, models. So this one is in the English one. So click on English
Ouais.
one. And what you're going to get to is, I'm going to show you in a second. Let me see the share screen again. You're going to get to this one, and there's going to be a few things that you should follow here. I would like to see your historical revenue chart looking like this. It went away for me. Hold on. Let me bring it back. Looking like this one. I would like to see it looking like this one, where it's very easy to tell what your profit margin is, where it's easy to tell what your currency is. So for instance, I didn't know which currency yours was to look it up because it didn't say. So we need to have good labels on our graphs. The next one is you actually have 3 products. It would be good to know how much percentage of revenue each product is bringing you. In your case, it is fertilizer, maybe tree seedling sales, and then maybe it is charcoal. So this is something that can be very helpful for an investor. This is maybe what a few of the investors were talking about how is the money you're asking for going
Merci
to
beaucoup. Vous
your
allez nous
business.
partager ce modèle, on va essayer de l'adapter.
Okay. These are the slides that will help you out. And then I would also suggest, you know, once you get these updated, we're going to see you in Ghana. You should be able to start reaching out to lenders. So I wanted to share also, I like this. You have this in your deck. We could see exactly where you were
Vraiment, je
working.
vais le faire, je vais les peaufiner, je vais l'adapter.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
I'm going to work again to improve on my pitch deck before
Yeah, yeah.
Ghana.
Yeah, and you also had this. I wanted to just commend you. It was really useful for me to see. You guys appear to be on the edge of where deforestation is happening, and it's a very important work that you're doing. And one thing that is important, though, is we need to know what kind of trees you're growing and planting. It looks like all eucalyptus. That may or may not be the most ecologically friendly. So just kind of like how we're offering some support maybe around how you're making your charcoal to make it more efficient. It's great to know anyone here who's planting trees, which trees are you planting, why, and how many of them are you planting, you know, percentage wise. So for instance, this is a slide that talks about that. So that is a really good thing. It's a part of your product description because your product are trees. I do not know what trees you're planting. So add that to your deck. And then that's going to be something that our environmental experts are going to be able to comment on as well, which we might have a few of those in Ghana. So those were my comments. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, Madame Fabiana.
Same to you. You're doing great work. 200,000 trees.
Ok, super.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci, Amanda.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Amanda. Okay, right now we are going to continue with the second entrepreneur, Célestin. Can you share your screen, please? Now I'm going to invite the presenter. Thank you very much. I'm going to share a screen. This is Srogado. Are you there? Yes, I'm here and I'm sharing my screen. Please. Good. Okay. Celestine is having a copy, so he can also share. But please, will you mind if I can share? Okay, good. Okay, that's the old one, but it's okay. Do you have an updated? Yes, I sent the updated one. It's the new one. Celestin?
Un instant.
Hold on, please.
Je vais envoyer.
Ok, vous pouvez pour la seconde fois?
Okay. Can you send it back?
Okay.
Sinon, Madame Soin-Rovalo, vous...
Okay, can you, this is, try to share now?
Maybe if Voanala can be able to share the screen, maybe they can just do it themselves, if that is possible.
Yeah, I just asked her, but she had trouble with the connection earlier, the sound earlier, so that's why we sent it to Celestin, the newest update about
Okay.
20 minutes ago. So he should have it, and
Okay,
we
no
can
problem.
prepare it on our end to help her do it. But thank you, Victor. Mais
Well, maybe as they're looking for the presentation, I would like to encourage the mentors to use the feedback forms on the chat to actually leave feedback for our mentees. Otherwise, thank you so much.
C'est ça la nouvelle présentation?
oui,
Oui, c'est ça.
mais,
Oui.
mais can you open
This
it
is the new?
Celestin, so we can see the entire pitch?
Voilà. Vous voyez?
Oui, on regarde maintenant, mais j'ai juste demandé à Célestin pour mettre, pour mettre la présentation en plein écran, parce que maintenant c'est petit en fait.
J'ai déjà fait, j'ai déjà...
I've done that already. I'm showing my screen. I don't know if you can hear. Can you see?
Voilà.
Okay, maybe my screen is not just working then, because I don't see it that way. But,
Could they put it in full screen? Just click.
Est-ce qu'ils peuvent?
It's in full screen, I don't...
Because for us, we are seeing start slideshow, print to PDF, comment, help. If you could just click start slideshow.
Is it on full screen?
you know, it's
Oui,
you can Célestin, you can stop sharing. I'll share my screen, okay?
Okay.
Ok, Madame Soin-Rovalo, je vous donne la parole. Okay?
Oh.
Madame Sonabello, you have the floor.
Celle-ci, c'est la pitch que vous avez envoyée il y
This
a...
is the pitch that you sent 30 minutes ago. You sent this pitch.
Non, j'ai envoyé le dernier que
No,
qu'on a
I actually sent the last one about which we talked recently. I have done this speech. Sorry.
Celle-ci, c'est pas de nouveau?
Isn't this the new one? No, it isn't.
Si vous avez de nouveau en face
If you have the new there on your screen, please kindly share your screen. I think it's going to be better that way, right? Hold on, please. Let me share my screen. A few minutes, please, a few seconds.
Voilà, je n'arrive pas à cliquer. Check. Non. Non, 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 non. Attendez. Je crois que c'est là-dedans. Oh là là, je suis perdue, hein.
I think I'm lost. I can't seem to find a way to share my screen.
Vous pouvez envoyer le pitch de nouveau à Will.
I think it's better to send the
Sinon, on
pitch
va faire avec
to Will
l'ancienne et
again.
de rectifier
Will,
le
can you
tir.
tell her how to share her screen in French, maybe? Or, well, I don't know. I'm speaking English. There's a button. It's green. Hover. It's towards the bottom. It says share screen. There's a lot of buttons on the bottom when you hover. One says mute, one says stop video, the next one says share screen. Should be possible. And in case it's not, Victor, are you able to make sure that she's able to share her screen? Are you able to invite her to do that? I don't know. Just you maybe make her a co-host or something just in case.
Oui, j'ai déjà cliqué là, mais je n'arrive pas.
Yes, I've already clicked on the green button, but it seems not to work.
Mais je n'arrive pas à accéder au fichier. Sinon, on va.
But I have difficulties accessing the file.
You need to have the file already open on your computer. So do you already have it open? Open it up, go to your folder, find it and open it up in PowerPoint or PDF, whatever you have it. Then you'll be able to select your PowerPoint presentation to share. It needs to already be open on your computer. Okay. Do you have it open on your computer? Step 1, do you have it open? Can you say this in French, Will, maybe?
Yeah. Il faut que vous ouvert déjà le diapositive. OK. Ouvrir l'application PowerPoint, ouvrir la présentation et après, cliquez sur partager en bas. Et après ça, il y a une petite fenêtre qui est ouverte. Et dans la fenêtre, vous voyez toutes les fiches qui étaient ouvertes. Et
Là.
cette fenêtre, sélectez votre présentation. Mais pour arriver à cette fenêtre, pour sélectionner la présentation, il faut avant tout ça, ouvrir la présentation.
D'accord. C'est déjà là, mais je ne sais pas si vous
It's
avez.
already there, but I don't. Can you see my page? Is it open already?
No. Oh, I can't do it. It doesn't show. Yeah, I can't really do it.
On va faire sur
I
l'ancienne.
mean, you can email it to somebody because you tried to email before we had the old copy. So if you have it, email it to somebody. Pick your favorite person here, email it to them, tell us who you're emailing it to, and they can share it for you. But this is something that we should be able to do. Every computer can do this. So it is something that you should learn how to do so that you can do this in future meetings as a part of professional development. Will at Barca Fund. Yeah, perfect. Got the email address there in the chat box.
Et vérifiez, s'il vous plaît, que c'est la nouvelle présentation parce que la dernière fois,
J'ai déjà envoyé à Will.
Oui.
Yes, I just sent it to Will.
Bon, il y a un instant que je vous ai envoyé. Il y a juste un instant.
I'm just from sending it again just now. Maybe there is a mistake on my end, but please can you kindly resend? Okay, I'm going to do it just now.
Voilà.
This is how we made our work.
Voilà. Vous avez reçu?
Have you received?
Ok.
Vous avez reçu?
Oui, oui, oui. Je...
Have you received? Yes, I have.
Ah, madame, c'est toujours l'ancienne, je suis désolé.
It's still the former file that you sent. I'm sorry.
C'est toujours celle-ci.
You still send with the former one.
C'est toujours celle-ci.
This is what you just sent. Can you see?
Eh ben, c'est ça, hein? C'est ça.
But it's it. It's the new one. Yes, it is.
On peut commencer.
Okay, then we can start. Go on. You can start presenting.
Oui, je suis désolée pour le contretemps.
I'm sorry for
Alors, je commence là.
all the time wasted. So I'm going to start.
Voilà. Bonjour à tous.
Okay, good morning to everyone. I am Swano Voanala. I work in the Voanala and Nahari enterprise. It's an enterprise that is focused in reforestation, and it has as mission to promote reforestation as a key solution to restore the environment and fight against climate change. Next slide. Actually, 92% of the Madagascar forest has actually disappeared due to the no extension of native species planting, and equally no follow-up after reforestation or deforestation. So, faced to this massive deforestation of the forest, we have proposed pre-planting advice to avoid the collection of certain. We are helping our clients to do a collection and a sorting and a sale of seeds and seedlings planting on the land. Then equally a post-plant follow-up to see if everything that is planted grows well. Then reforestation and training for customers. Our specialties, we are specialized in native trees, post-planting advice, and after-sales follow-up and evaluation. Next slide. Concerning these, we collaborate with 3 associations for planting for sale. We employ 4 women and 10 young people for seed collection. Next slide, please. And since our intervention in 2021,
des plantules sont plantées dans les différents endroits de Madagascar.
So we have 36. We have 3,625 native trees that are planted on 3 hectare site, and equally a rehabilitation of 20 acres of eucalyptus forest in to build a natural forest. So our clients are made of 40% individuals, 31 companies, 31% company, 22% associations and NGOs, and 7% government and institutions. Regarding our market size and opportunity, our seedling needed for reforestation for 2025 is 300 million seedlings. Our current production capacity is 99 million seedlings, and total capacity is 109,000 seedlings. So in terms of competitors, we have environmental associations and NGOs and the Ministry of the Environment. So these are some pictures. That's I'm the CEO. We have the one in charge of marketing, the marketing manager, and 2 technicians. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. Our financial projection. This year, we are estimating a benefit of $12,000, and for next year, $90,556, and in 2026, $28,600, then in 2027, $36,667. So for the seed sales, last year we had a benefit of $1,081. For this year, 2024, $1,200. And next year we're anticipating $1,944. Then in 2026, $3,111. And finally in 2027, $3,750. Next slide, please. So our need for fund is $20,000, $10,000 for materials and equipment, $7,000 for expansion, improvement, and nursery, and $3,000 for improvement of marketing and communication. Next slide. And for the next step, our next step is to expand and improve nurseries, invest in more technological materials and equipment for post-planting and monitoring, and equally acquire more customers and equally have more investors. Thank you very, very much for your kind attention. I'm expecting your returns or your critiques and comments. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to give the floor to the mentors. If there are questions, comments, I invite you, you may raise your hand or just speak immediately. Thank you, Sir Navala, for your work. And thanks for your patience too with everything that happened in the beginning. It's not always very easy. Thank you. So I'm going to start with something. Thank you again for your presentation. I want to note here, it's important to note here that mentors, okay, I think we've missed a lot of details in your slides, but the presentation was clear. It was clean, all your numbers, the colors were very well harmonized, and even the size of the character size. With that base, it's good, but it's important to add more details, be more detailed about your pitch. However, I'm going to invite the mentors.
Or questions. Now's the time. Please feel free to raise your hand or ask any questions. Same for Victor, Samuel, or Celestine. If you guys have any questions, or Amanda, I see you're physically raising your hand. But
I did it. Yeah. I did it. So I wanted to congratulate, let me see, it's hard to say, Sonorovelo on this presentation. I also checked out your website, and your website is looking very clean. I would add definitely, again, as your nursery, and this goes for anybody growing trees, a slide about the types of trees you grow and sell, and how much percentage of them you've sold, or how many numbers of tree seedlings you sold this year in each type. Just because that is what you do. Likewise, I noticed on your website you have a WhatsApp button, you have a Slack, what is it called, a Skype button. I think that's really, really awesome. But your website doesn't talk about the kinds of trees you sell in case people want to buy from you. So the thing about websites is that you should be making things easy to purchase. So I would consider adding something on there about, purchasing. It can be an order form. It can be a list of different trees. So you definitely want to tell people what they can get from you. And you also did not have your address. You just said Antananarivo. So you might want to put your address in case people want to come to you guys in person. But that might be for security reasons. I do not know your country. But those are some suggestions on the website. And so my question for you then is very easy. Well, no, I had one more thing to congratulate you on. You asked for a $5,000 in financing. I think that's very modest, and I think that's a really great idea to be modest at this stage. So I was going to ask you, what year and month did you launch your sales? So that was an easy question. So there you go. Perfect.
Oui, merci pour votre remarque.
Thank you very much for your remarks. We started activity in 2021, and from there we started working and we started selling already. Can you hear me?
Yes, hear you. So I would put historical revenues into your slide. Start showing your revenues from 2021, 2022, 2023, and then continue forward. And then people will not have that question. So that's an easy way to give a little bit more of those details that Will was talking about. I will pass the microphone to Mariam, excuse me.
Merci beaucoup. La présentation, c'était très
Thank you
clair.
very much. The presentation was very clear and comprehensive. Just that I have a few questions about products. Is there a does she has a slide about the price of products and in terms of revenue, how much you gain? You have you said you started in 2021, but I have the impression that you guys are lagging. What's the point? And I have another last question about the supply chain. Yes, of course.
Oui, je pense.
Oui, super, oui.
En fait, merci pour votre question.
Thank you very much for your question. There is a price tag for all our products. So we have a tariff price for all our products, fruits products, and every other product. So it's $1 for a plant, and for indigenous plants or trees are more expensive because it's more difficult to get those primary or specific trees. So it may vary. It depends on the species. The prices depend on species. And in terms of revenue, we have a margin of about 31% of revenue. That's the reason why our revenue is a little bit lower than other countries. I do not know if I have answered your question. Not really. What I was asking, 2021 to 2020 growth, according to me, is not very high. what's the problem? Is it that the sales are not done very well? Is it that there is an issue, stuff? In the year 2021, there was COVID-19. People did not really show much interest in plantation, the plantation of trees. That is the reason why our budget was lower. But today in 2023, there is an increase in the demand of trees because people are more and more interested in plantation. And in 2023, we have about $13,000 benefits. There is a growth. There is an increase in revenue.
La chaîne d'approvisionnement.
Okay, thank you. And what about the supply chain?
Pour la chaîne d'approvisionnement, je sais pas si elle a entendu.
Concerning actually, my question was about the supply chain. I have another question about the supply chain. Swano Velo, are you there?
Voilà.
Okay.
Vous avez entendu?
Oui, maintenant, oui. Oui, oui.
Okay, now we can hear you. But Mariam is waiting for you to answer her question. Mariam, please, can you repeat your question so that she can listen? So I was talking about the supply chain. How do you obtain your plants and how are they distributed to your clients? So we employed 4 ladies for the collection of forest grains seasonally, and they are the ones who dry the seedling and they equally select and carefully choose.
Okay, merci.
Okay, thank you very much, Mariam. I don't know if she answers exactly your question, but however, given that we don't have much time left.
Je pense que Saverio, vous avez jusqu'avant Saverio, s'il vous plaît, je vous invite à parler.
Okay.
Saverio, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you so much for presenting your business, interesting, and for what you have shared, also very necessary. It's incredible that an entire country is suffering so much of desertification, and in this sense, your business is also an important mission in order to bring more trees to Madagascar. I have some questions that partially have been answered before, but to me also it looks like in need of more clarification, the revenue you had in the previous years and the one you expect to have in the future, because I see for the coming years you have a quite optimistic perspective of almost plus 100% every year or something like this. Now I don't remember exactly. And my first question is, do you forecast this kind of revenue in consideration of the investment that you may receive, or this is what you forecast without the investment? If you want to give me an answer, if you can provide me information about that. Otherwise, I can continue with other observations.
Oui, pour l'historique de nos revenus.
Okay, talking about the history of our revenue in 2020. In 2021, we have benefits, we've made benefits, but we omitted that. But in 2023, we had a revenue of $13,111, and we expect to have even more this year. And like I said, the sales seedlings in 2023, we've had the benefit of $1,081, and this year we have $1,200, and we are projecting to have an even greater benefits by next year.
Yes, are these projections in consideration of the investment you will receive or without?
Oui, on va considérer cette proposition.
Yeah, she intends to consider all of these before asking for any subvention.
Severa, does that answer your question entirely?
Not exactly, but I guess for her is important to make clear what is her business in the future years without the investment that she is requiring, and what will be the further push that her business can have with the investment that hopefully she will receive. Another consideration that then becomes also a question. She is selling trees and seedlings and seeds, but I guess also because Madagascar is truly affected by these harsh conditions and that do not allow wild plants and also domesticated plants to grow well. This is my understanding. Then please correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you think it's the case to add also other products like fertilizer that your customers most likely will look for after they purchase something from you? And also because I have seen that you have a very good portion of your customers that are private, so they might not have another easy source where they can buy fertilizers and everything is necessary for caring about the plants that they are buying from you. Please provide me more information about it.
Oui, on envisage bien d'ajouter
Yes, we think we are going to add a set in our activities because we have a service that is in charge of that very aspect. And that's why we are working with the community so that they should gather waste on plants. So that is a biologic a fertilizer that we are working with them. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much.
Merci Saverio pour les bonnes questions, toujours les bonnes questions. Merci pour votre réponse, Voanala. Je crois que c'était
Thank you
Célestin.
for your question. I think that Celestin just raised his hand. Celestin? Oh, thank you very much. My questions concern the size of the market, and that she shows that the 3 million of seedlings, that's the size of the market. And is it the whole country of Madagascar, or is a specific area? And then the second question is that she didn't show all the species, but I wish to know, or at least one species of tree is, why is that the most preferred? Thank you. That's my questions.
Voilà. Concernant la taille du marché,
Regarding the size of the markets, we are using seedlings till 2025. That's the project that is going on. It's a state project in Madagascar, and the state is having the capacity of building 99,000 seedlings. And we are working to in 69,000 seedlings. The second questions, the types of trees. People prefer to have indigenous trees, and given the weather in Madagascar, people prefer to buy and to plant indigenous tree. To work out sequestration of carbon, and that's all.
Okay, merci. Est-ce qu'il y a des autres questions
Thank you. Do we have another intervention, or Celestine? Is it good? It wasn't clear enough. Indigenous trees, we have species, we have some specific species. Maybe the most used that generate much money for the company. So I think that she should segment and see how they can reforest all, not all the forests in Madagascar, not all the areas in Madagascar, but to focus in a specific area, because she can't work in the whole country of Madagascar. Thank you. I think that this is clear. I don't think that that's what she wanted to do. And can you please give some example of indigenous trees that you've been using? Yes. We have eucalyptus, we have Vinci, we have the acacia, Vinci, Rami, Masmundi. These are indigenous trees. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. Last question. I think that's Sheikh. Sheikh, you have the floor.
Bonjour.
Good morning. And congratulations. Well done on your presentation. I have two questions. One has already been tackled a bit by Celestin, but I want to talk about the size of the market, the market share. Considering the opportunity is very thin, it's very small, and why? And when they have a big opportunity, a great opportunity, but she's taking a small market size. The other is concerning the demands, the axe is $2,500 that she will use to buy GPS, and I wish to advise her to reduce the amount to buy the equipment to put, and the amount that is to increase the nurseries. These are my 2 points that thank you. Thank you for your intervention. That was the former slide. So I asked $10,000. That was for the equipment, $7,000 to the accomplishment and the improvement of the nurseries, and $3,000 to the improvement of marketing. Thank you. Do we have other questions, comments? I wish to thank Joseph for his presentation. Thank you also to all the mentors, to all the intervention. The technical intervention is always relevant and good to have you, so that we should improve the presentation, the pitch of the mentees. Thank you to all the team. Before leaving, I will give the floor to Samuel and Victor to talk about other issues and land accelerator. Samuel.
Mercy, Will, thanks so much to the mentees, Joseph and Sonorovero, and also to the mentors for providing insightful comments to these mentees. That was a well-engaged session. Personally, I liked it. We have noted a few areas that need support even from us as WRI, especially looking at the pitch. So we'll work with the internal mentors to make sure that the pitch decks are actually aligned. And also we are actually incorporating the comments that are coming in. So thank you so much. I don't know whether Victor, you're here, whether there's any comment you'd like to add, or Celestine.
Thank you so much, Samuel, and thank you, Will, for the presentation. Mine is just to remind that all the 16 entrepreneurs who are part of the top 15 is that we have our consultant Paminas here, who is ready and willing to assist you in your pitch decks and making them look good. So do not hesitate to contact him. Just reach out to him and he can be able to assist you. Maybe Paminas, you can unmute yourself and maybe speak a bit. I know yesterday you were not in a position to speak, just momentarily, for them to know that you're there to help them.
Okay, thank you, Victor. Thank you, team. Good evening. Yes, I have been following even these French presentations, thanks to the translations. And I'm in agreement with most of the areas that especially Will was highlighting. so we can talk. I know I have been able to have one-on-one with several of you. I know for Edson has been pending, but look forward to having maybe a session with you tomorrow. That's I know we had done the first when you're doing the first pitch deck, we had discussions. Maybe if we were to talk some more of in the WhatsApp, but haven't spoken. For the other ones, feel free to check what you have. I mostly was looking at the ones that had been submitted in the second deliverables round, but not most of you were able to do that. But yeah, I have been able to reach out to several to have discussions. So yeah, let's continue working. And Ghana is a very other week, so we still have this week and next week to see what we can do to improve on them. Thank you.
Thanks, Paminas. And I think from my end, that's all, Samuel. Back to you.
Good. Thank you, Celestine. Anything?
Moi, j'ai pas ajouté. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. Nothing to add.
Okay. So we do this again next week on Tuesday with an additional companies. And then after that, on the 10th, we are actually going to have pitch practice. And we have actually invited the broader 2024 cohort that comprise of close to 106 companies to join as well and to be able to learn. We encourage the businesses to refine their pitch deck with all the comments provided here. By that time, make sure that you know how to share your slides, ensure you have stable connection, and then we also encourage the mentors to join as well to help us provide inputs as well. Otherwise, thank you so much from me. I see Victor hand is up. Maybe after Victor, we can call it a day. Victor?
Yes, thank you so much, Samuel. I forgot some very important two matters. One is that you're going to receive an email from me requesting you to take the end of program survey. So make sure to do this. This is part of program completion, and the deadline for that will be October 14th. So expect an email from me regarding that. And the last one is that we'll be holding a final pitch session on October 10th. I sent a different invite from the normal invites that we normally have. So October 10th, we're going to have all the 16 entrepreneurs pitch in front of the mentors, but also we are also going to invite the top 100 to join us as well. So by this day, we expect that your pitch will be in good order and you'll be able to share your screen without problems, but also pitch in the best way possible. As this will be serving as a mock demo day for us to be able then to know what areas we're supposed to polish moving forward. Otherwise, looking forward to see you then. And again, do not forget to take the welcome survey once you see the email. Thank you.
Perfect. Otherwise, thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. See you on Tuesday. And thanks, Will, for moderation. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone.